Hello students, I hope you are doing well, studying properly and learning all your concepts. Cinderella. Once there was a beautiful small girl. Her mother had died. Her father remarried with another woman. She had two daughters. एक woman थी जिसका नाम था, छोटी सी लड़की थी जिसका नाम क्या था, Cinderella. This second wife hated her stepdaughter. जो second wife थी, she hated her stepdaughter. She treated her as a servant. She treated her as a servant. क्या करती थी वो? The poor child was clothed in rags, in गंदे कपड़े, फटे हुए कपड़े. She was made to clean and dust and sweep. Whenever the girls had finished her work, she would sit in the chimney corner amongst the cinders and ashes. जब भी वो अपना काम कंप्लीट कर देती है तो उसे कहाँ बैठना पड़ रहा था? Amongst cinders. Cinders मतलब amongst those chimneys and ashes. इसीलिए उसको क्या बोलते थे? Because she was called as Cinderella. Days passed on. Cinderella grew up to her youth. One day, grand ball was arranged in the king's palace. All the important people were invited. Cinderella's stepsisters also received an invitation to the king's ball. For days they talked about what they will wear. Cinderella would also have loved to go to the ball, but उसके पास क्या था? उसके पास बॉल पे पहनने के लिए कुछ नहीं था. She listened to their chatter and worked in the house. On the evening of the grand ball, सब except for Cinderella wore new clothes. They left for the palace in a coach. सब लोग एक कोच में कहाँ चले गए? पैलेस में चले गए. Poor Cinderella could not hold back a sob. A kind old fairy couldn't see her weeping. तो क्या हुआ? एक छोटी सी फेरी आई कहाँ से? स्काई में से. Stop those tears, she said. I'll help you to go to the ball. Fetch me a pumpkin first. उन्होंने बोला एक pumpkin लेकर आओ. I'll help you go to the ball. The fairy appeared to Cinderella as her godmother. The fairy appeared to her like a passed away mother. Cinderella bought the finest pumpkin. The fairy godmother, what did she do? She waved her silver wand over it. Instantly, the pumpkin was transformed into what? Into a beautiful golden coach. Now bring me a mouse trap, Cinderella. उन्होंने बोला चलो कोच ले, अब एक mouse trap लेकर आओ. The girl brought the mouse trap from the kitchen. उसमें कितने mice? It has 6 mice. The fairy godmother touched each of them gently with her wand. तो क्या बन गए? They became prancing white horses. Next, the fairy asked for the rat trap. She changed one rat in what? She changed one big rat into a jolly coachman. Finally, my dear, I need 6 lizards. She asked for what? She asked for 6 lizards. Cinderella found 6 lizards and उनको क्या बदल दिया coach godmother ने into 6 handsome footmen. Then she touched Cinderella's ragged clothes with her wand. Instantly, Cinderella was wearing a ball gown of bejeweled golden taffeta. It had golden, embroidery and shrivelings on it. On her feet, she wore a pair of dainty diamond bright glass slippers. She wore glass slippers on her feet. All this finery will last till the clock strikes midnight. Remember to return before that, she said. 12 बजे से पहले आ जाना, otherwise all of this will vanish. When Cinderella stepped down the coach, the prince was there to greet her. As they entered the bright lit ballroom, everyone was wonderstruck. Everybody was what? They were shocked. Cinderella's stepsister could not recognize her. The prince danced with Cinderella for hours and hours. She was enjoying the ball so much that she forgot about the time. एकदम से उसने देखा कि midnight strike होने वाली है and she realized she should now go. As she fled from the ballroom, Cinderella left one of the slippers behind. उसका गलती से एक glass slipper क्या हुआ? वो छूट गया. The prince ran after her, but all he could see was a maid in rags disappearing across the lawn. तो जब वो भाग रही थी उसने देखा कि एक maid जा रही है बस rags में, तो prince को मिली नहीं Cinderella और Cinderella had to leave. The prince was upset. A footman handed over the glass slipper to him. The prince ordered his men to trace the owner of this tiny slipper. And वो हर एक घर जाके वो स्लिपर के ओनर को देखने लगे. Last में they came to Cinderella's house. Her stepsisters tried, पर उनके feet आ ही नहीं रहे थे उस छोटे से स्लिपर में. When Cinderella was asked to try, her sisters laughed in disbelief क्योंकि Cinderella को वो शू क्या कर गया? मैच कर गया. Cinderella stepped into the slipper with ease. Her stepsisters stood open-mouthed. But when she drew the matching slipper from her pocket, they had to believe it. उसने अपनी pocket से दूसरा slipper निकाल के देखा तो the sisters had to believe it. Cinderella was taken straight to the palace. The prince was very happy. A few days later, उन दोनों की शादी हो गई and they lived happily ever after. Let's do the word meaning. Cinder, partly burned out wood or coal pieces. Ball, a very formal party where people dance. Received invitation, requested for one's presence. Descended, came down. Appeared, seemed. Waved, moved the wand from side to side in the air. Wand, a thick stick with magical powers. Transformed, matlab changed. Prancing, walking quickly with high steps. Taffeta, it is a thin, crisp, lustrous plain weave fabric of silk or rayon for women. Wonderstruck, highly surprised. Recognized, to see someone and know who she was. Midnight struck, when the clock strikes midnight. Ballroom, a room for group dance. Upset, matlab unhappy and disturbed. Owner, who owns something. Objective type questions. Her second mother had dash daughters, 2 daughters. बाकी सब आप खुद से करोगे. Fill in the blanks. Cinderella would sit in the dash corner, in the chimney corner. Subjective questions. Why did Cinderella's father remarried? उन्होंने फिर से शादी क्यों करी? To take care of Cinderella as well as live a happy life with 3 daughters. Right, true or false? Cinderella's father had died. False. Cinderella's mother had died. Okay, so now listen and speak. You have to talk about this dialogue. Mom, shall we help you? Oh yes, there's plenty to do. Rosie, where do we begin? Mother, dust all the furniture. Rosie, how do I dust the furniture, Mom? Mother, use the long soft duster. Rosie, where is it? Mother, near the chair. Rosie, okay, Mom. Gary, shall I take the garbage out? Mother, yes, do so. Rosie, Gary, okay, Mom. Rosie, where shall I put these old books, Mom? Mother, put them on the shelf in the storeroom. Rosie, okay, Mom. Gary, shall I clean the cobwebs? Mother, stand on the stool and do, but be careful. Gary, okay, Mom. So they talk about how to help your mom in cleaning. Now you have writing skills. Your teacher will tell you hints about the weather of the day. Listen to her. Write down the kind of weather, rainy, windy, sunny or cold. Dust and leaves are flying. कैसा weather है? Windy. This way you will do the rest. अब grammatical skills. Fill in the blanks with cleaning words. The little girl dashed the dishes. The little girl washed the dishes. How much beautiful was Cinderella? Here are some similes for her beauty. Eyes of Cinderella were shining as the stars. Similarly, you will do the rest. See, we use and to join two words, clauses or sentences. हमें and use करना है. देखो यहाँ पे इन्होंने दिया है. He plays cricket, he plays hockey. He plays cricket and hockey. Similarly, they have talked about the others. Two words, clauses or sentences are joined with and if there is a sense of addition. यहाँ आपको क्या करना है? Join the words, clauses or sentences with and. He is tall, he is handsome. क्या है? He is tall and handsome. Similarly, आप बाकी सारे करोगे. Try these questions on your own as well. We use a comma when we want to separate things in a list of more than 2 things. We separate the last 2 items by a comma plus and. कैसे? They ate biscuits, comma chips, comma dosas and some ice cream. अब आपको क्या करना है क्वेश्चन F में? Put commas in the following sentences and rewrite. She took off her wet cap, raincoat, shoes and socks. कैसे लिखेंगे? She took off her wet cap, comma raincoat, comma shoes and socks. इसी तरीके से आप बाकी सारे खुद से लिखोगे commas ऐड करके. अब है activity skills. Find the name of the animal in the given grid. आपको इस ग्रिड में क्या करना है? एनिमल्स के नेम फाइंड करने हैं. Like this is a monkey. Similarly, you will find names of all the other animals. I hope you understood this chapter properly. Read it again and revise all the questions to understand it even better.